What's going on, everybody? It's your boy CW. Sorry it's been a while, but I've been in Asia a couple weeks. So I got a huge video coming for all the watches that we did purchase in Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan. But today I just want to go over a very quiet release from Omega. I don't think the watch is anything quiet. I think it's a very big statement piece. But when I say quiet release, I just haven't been able to find a lot about it on the internet before I went to go purchase it. Not a lot of YouTube videos or any YouTube videos at that point. And I'm sure in a couple days or a couple weeks, there'll be lots of content on it. But right now, I just want to show you the watch, go over the unboxing. So let's get into it. All right, everybody, let's get to the quick unboxing so we can get to the beautiful watch itself. Obviously, the official Mega bag, because it's a boutique only exclusive. Came with all these little extras as well from the boutique. This is like a watch strap holder with an extra strap. But don't plan on using that, just using the strap that came on the watch itself. Very unique here. It's a Omega candle. It actually smells really, really good. Way better than a normal candle from like Yankee or something like that. Really, really smells good, actually. This is the inner box that it came with. That the watch comes in before they give you like the official box. There's the tag, price of 6,600 US, and the watch itself. Standard Omega box that comes with basically any Omega watch. It's not the official Omega Speedmaster watch. Standard wood box. Of course, the standard operating instructions that come with every Omega, and the paperwork, of course, the chronometer, the warranty, all that information. And let's see this beautiful, beautiful quiet release from Omega. So let's take a look at this gorgeous watch. Something I want to mention though is that this watch is in some lights that I got, so it's making it look a little bit too bright. It's actually a nice dark hue to it, as you can kind of see as I tilt the watch down. It's got a nice black ring on the outside, really accentuating the turquoise. Plus, the indices themselves are actually black with a little bit of white inlay on the inside. Just like the other Aqua Terras in this lineup, the date window is at the 6 o'clock. So it's basically just the same as any other Aqua Terra. You can kind of see a little bit closer there. And we're going to change the lights here in a second just so it can look a little bit better. So hopefully you got the lighting a little better. So let's go over the official stats of this watch. This is the Omega Aqua Terra Turquoise 38 millimeter, 150 meters of water resistant line watch from the Seamaster family. The official reference number is on the screen. The official stats are lug to lug of 44.9 millimeters, the thickness of 12.4 millimeters, and the weight of 135 grams. So on my wrist right now, I wear a 7-inch wrist. I think the 38 millimeters is literally just the perfect size. The only difference between the 38 and the 41 millimeter that I mentioned earlier is literally just 5 more hours of power reserve and 8,900 movement. The bracelet on this watch is similar just to all the other 38 millimeter models. It's brushed, polished stainless steel on the outside with pure polished end links in the middle. So as you can see, those really shine. It does make it a little bit more dressy, but with my current Aqua Terra that I have now, the Aqua Terra Cotta, it has the same bracelet style-wise. This one's a little bit different. It's a little newer, meaning that it has micro adjustment, but it looks and feels and weight is about the same as the previous 38 millimeter. So speaking of my 38 millimeter Aqua Terra Cotta, on the same exact bracelet, again, the only difference is the micro adjustment in those bracelets. I just want to do a quick comparison of the two. So here's two of my favorite watches, identical watches, so it's kind of crazy to own two, but man, these are just absolutely stunning watches. This 38 millimeter was actually one of my favorite watches in my collection, the Aqua Terra Cotta. I didn't think anything would ever kind of beat it at that size, at that price point, as far as this value and look. But man, Omega just released this dial, and again, same movement, same everything else, but I just thought it was worth it because the dial was just so polarizing. If you had to make me choose between these two, I just don't think I could do it. I never really thought the red one was a dress piece, but I just think that this turquoise dial right here is an everyday watch all the way around. I think it's a little loud as a dress piece, but I think it's just a great everyday watch. I think you could wear this with a tux. I think you could wear this with a bathing suit. I felt the same way about the red one, but the red one just has a lot more pop. Obviously, the red one is a sunburst, brushed type dial with a shine, and this is a lacquer dial. Omega's just released obviously the black lacquer dial, and this is just going with that same feature with the lacquered turquoise dial. It's just got that black gradient effect, but both of these watches are just absolutely gorgeous. But obviously, we're here to talk about the turquoise one today. Um, it's just, comparing the two is just so hard. So since they both have the same movement, let's take a look at the 8800 movement best we can with this camera. Obviously self-winding, automatic. Nice little imprint on the rotor right there. And just these two watches, just being together, I mean, they're just gorgeous. I know we're here to talk about the turquoise dial, but just really wanted to give you a comparison of the two. They're pretty much identical, minus the dial, which is obviously a big piece of the change. So one last thing I want to mention about this watch is I know I mentioned that this watch comes in 38 and 41. I am just a smaller watch guy, even though I have a 7-inch wrist. I just wanted to say that I think if you're looking for a bigger watch, a 41, then obviously that's just your choice. You get an extra 5 hours of power reserve, you get an 8900 movement, which is fairly new. But for me, 5 hours of power reserve just isn't worth, a size that I just don't really like. So let's put it back on the wrist again. Just give you an example of a 7-inch wrist. I just think this is the best size. I hate that they don't make it a 3 size. I think with some of the other Aqua Terras, they make a smaller than 38 and a 41. I think there are some women who would like to wear this watch, but I just think this is a great watch for me at the 38 millimeter size. I can't imagine a better size in general. I think if women want to get this watch, this is obviously the only one to get is a 38, unless you just really love a large watch, but just a great size overall. So one last shot of both 38 millimeter Aquaterras in light. Not a review of the red one. Maybe I'll make a separate video on that one, but obviously this video is pretty much the same. But which one would you choose? If you could only have one and you couldn't have both, which one would you choose? Would you choose the red, or would you choose this new turquoise lacquer dial? Basically comes down to a sunburst. I think they're both, kind of statement watches in their own right. One's just more of a traditional, beautiful sunburst, and this new one is obviously a more lacquered, um, special turquoise but black dial. I just don't think anybody besides Omega has done this kind of unique turquoise dial. But which one would you choose? Please leave a comment um, in the video of which one you would choose if you could only have one. It'd really mean a lot to me. But overall, this is a great watch, this turquoise watch. One last shot here on the wrist. The date's actually changing from 21 to 22 because it's about to be midnight my time. But if you have any questions about this watch, please leave me a comment below. Otherwise, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much for watching the channel. Please consider subscribing if you like the content. Otherwise, have a great day. Peace.